You know why I'm vacationing in Dubai right now? Because I stopped drowning in RFEs, intake calls, and late night filings. I used to hire freelancers who barely knew what a G28 was. Total chaos. Then I found IMMI support, virtual immigration paralegals trained in real case prep, docket-wise, and USCIS workflows. Now my calendar's clean, my clients are happy, and my firm runs while I relax. You can hustle or you can outsource smart. I chose freedom. I chose IMMI support.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Immigration Talk Show. It's Daily Immigration Dose, and you're watching live and streaming live at 4:30 p.m. EDT. And also, don't forget to join us from different social media platforms. We are live on YouTube, LinkedIn, and X. And do follow us on LinkedIn, Facebook, X, and also on Instagram as well. And before moving ahead, let me read out this very important disclaimer. By watching our videos, friends, you understand that the information shared, including user comments, is not a professional advice. Use at your own risk. Our intention is never to offend, it's just a casual exchange of ideas. And with that, I would like to say hi to my co host. Napasa is also here. So, hi,
Hi,
Napasa. Hope
hello.
you're doing great today.
I am, yes, Sam. Thank you so much. It's always lovely to be here on Daily Immigration Dose here on Immigration Talk Show. And friends, very warm welcome to each one of you. Thank you so much for joining us. It's with your support that the show becomes much better every day. So please feel free to participate as well. Join us with your comments or whatever you have to ask or say anything about this topic of discussion for today. You can comment wherever you're watching. And also, best thing is that you can join us in this discussion by dialing this number, which you can see on top of the screen. And the number is 425-436-6335, and the access code is 988-888. So join us, friends. It's going to be great to have you. So, as usual, we have discussions every day on different topics. And today's topic is what's behind the LA immigration raids hitting small businesses hard.
Mhm.
And we're going to discuss on this today. Right, Sam?
Absolutely. And I think this is one of the most timely topic that is everybody is on top notification right now because so many people are thinking what's happening in LA, how the LA immigration raids are hitting small businesses hard. So, friends, I think this is going to be very informative and very important session because in this webinar, we are going to talk about a fresh produce market, how it is turning into a ghost town, also how restaurants are reacting to it, why they are closing early, why community life is being disrupted, and also what is the psychological toll and emotional exhaustion. So, great segments to cover in this topic. Friends, stay tuned, watch this session till the end. In case if you also want to add on something to our conversation or directly participate here, this you just can go ahead and dial up this number with the access code and feel free to share your point of views and your information. We would love to take that. And I think Napasa, let's start with our news update first. So why don't you go ahead?
Sure, Sam, it'll be my pleasure. And I have this news update that is a Texas law firm was busted in massive visa scam, and their citizenship is also at risk. So, yes, a law office, helping people get visas, and it turns out that they were actually helping them cheat the system. So, two Texas men, if you talk about them, the names are Abdul Hadi Murshid and Mohammed Salman Nasir. So they have been hit with serious federal charges in what authorities say was a huge immigration fraud scheme. And it wasn't just the two of them, it's also a law firm and a business company who were also in on it. So they are accused of, faking visa paperwork, whether you talk about H-1B applications or EB-2, EB-3. And what they did was they brought people to the US illegally and helped them stay here.
Yeah.
So the law firm involved, if you talk about it, it's called the Law Offices of D. Robert Jones, and the business is called Reliable Ventures Inc. And according to the charges, this wasn't just a one time scam, it was basically a full blown operation. And they say that Murshid has already got his US citizenship and could now lose it. And Nasir, on the other hand, who was trying to become a citizen, may never ever get there. So, if found guilty, they could face up to 20 years in prison. And this case was cracked with the help of FBI, Homeland Security, the State Department, and others as well. And yes, USCIS was right in the middle of it, helping to protect the immigration system from frauds like this. So, another thing to keep in mind is that these are still allegations, and everyone is actually still innocent until and unless they're proven guilty in court. So, yes, friends, if you ever suspect any sort of fraudulent activities, especially immigration fraud, USCIS wants you to speak up, and you can do so by submitting tips anonymously as well using their online tip form. And this was the news update I had for you. It's really crazy how these fraudulent activities are
Yeah.
surfacing. It's very nice as well that it's happening now, and much better now than later, right? So let's stay aware and let's stay smart. And please also do not forget to subscribe to our channel for more news updates like these as well. Our handle is at Immigration Talk Show. Check us out not just on YouTube but also on LinkedIn, Facebook, X, on Instagram. Connect with us. And over
Yeah.
to you, Sam, for the next news update.
Okay, thank you so much, Napasa, for making us aware about that very important news. And similarly, I also have another news, and that is regarding fraudulent activity. So, friends, there is a story that I would like to talk about, and there is a guy who is 51 years old, who was born in Nigeria, and his name is Omoyoma Okoro. He is actually a US citizen in 2018. But when he applied for citizenship, what happened that during the question that was, have you ever committed a crime, even if you were not arrested? He answered no. But you know what? He lied at that time and he said no. And it turns out that Okoro had already been involved in a massive fraud scheme years earlier that ran from 2008 to 2011. That's right. From these many years, he were involved in this fraudulent activity. And so he became a US citizen using this false information. So now what? If we fast forward to now in 2025, then he's already been sentenced for the $80 million scam. That's right. And now a grand jury has hit him with new charges. And that is about also naturalization fraud. If convicted, Okoro face up to 30 more years in prison and will almost certainly use his US citizenship as well. So, with this, what lessons do we have to learn? Firstly, don't ever try to lie on immigration forms. Even old crimes can catch up with you, and yes, citizenship can be taken away if it was gained through fraud. So, this case is a very big reminder that honesty is not optional, especially when it comes to immigration this time. So I'll just say, friends, that stay smart, stay honest, and also stay tuned. And also don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Okay, with that, Napasa, I think we are done with our news updates, and now it's time to directly jump into our main topic of discussion. So if you can let us know, a fresh produce market, how is it being turning to a ghost town?
Sure, Sam, absolutely. I'll do that. And, if you look at the recent weeks, Los Angeles has seen a wave of immigration enforcements and actions, and their impact is felt not just, by the undocumented individuals, but by the entire communities and even local businesses.
Mhm.
So today, definitely, we are going to speak more about it, how it's affecting people on the ground, and what it could mean, for the city's economy as well in the long run. So let's take a closer look. Like you said, the immediate market, impact on LA's fresh market produce. So one of the most, visual and immediate effects, I think, the near shutdown of LA's vibrant fresh produce market. Can you just imagine? Vendors like Juan Ibarra, who usually serve hundreds of Hispanic restaurateurs and Street food operators, they say that their customer base has disappeared overnight. So
Yeah.
fear of ICE raids is keeping, both workers and buyers at home. So a market that usually was bustling, now standing nearly empty. Like you said, Sam, it's become like a ghost town.
Mhm.
And Juan's, sales dropped from $2,000 per day to barely $300. And the worst, he had to throw away pallets of rotting fruit. Can you imagine? There is a lot of, food getting bad because nobody is there to buy or consume them, rather. So the
Mhm.
market has become, in his words, a ghost town, something he compares to the earlier days of the COVID-19 pandemic. He says it's getting even worse. COVID was still bearable because there were people still buying, still buying stock to store at home.
Mhm.
But this is worse, he says. So, and yes, it has a rippling effect, to restaurants community as well. So, Sam, if you could tell us more about what is happening.
Sure. And talking about restaurants, then it's pretty sad that it is closing early and community life is also being very disturbed right now. Because according to these sources, what we have been hearing, there are different point of views of what neighbors are saying, what immigrants are being talking about. So let me go ahead. What large communities, what large immigrant communities are developing their point of view, and especially local restaurants are also a very big part of daily life for large immigrant communities. So they are not just places to eat, right? There were families who gathered together after work, where neighbors meet up and where people celebrate their birthdays, parties, or any other celebration like anniversary or any other special occasion. So these restaurants are deeply woven into culture and social life of the community. But right now, what's happening as the raids are happening in a very serious way, right? So these immigrant communities are very scared and quite anxious as well, because the raids are happening in the city, and the life that they have been living earlier is pretty different right now. Many restaurant owners are also saying that they are closing their doors early, sometimes as early as 5 p.m. because business has dropped sharply. So we can see that these raids are happening. Of course, me and Nabasa have went through two of the fraudulent activity cases, and friends, you can understand, how uh, how badly these fraudulent activities are taking place, and because of those reasons also why the immigration enforcements are also becoming a little stricter, right? And that's why the usual crowd is also just not showing up anymore. But the question is why? Because people are scared right now, and immigrants, both workers and customers, are quite afraid and hesitant if they go outside, because they are thinking that at any point of the way they may ask any question for their legal status or any document to show up, but they might be stopped or arrested also by ICE officers. Also, some restaurant workers themselves have even stopped coming, to work, which makes it also very hard for these small businesses to stay open. And others are also hiding at home, trying to, not come in front of these ICE officers. So as a result, I'll say that these once busy places are now quiet and empty, especially in the evenings. Streets that were, full of so many people are quiet and tense. So this isn't just a business issue, but it's also a community issue. And when restaurants are shutting down, early or losing customers, then it's not only who are legal, who are illegal. It's affecting the overall U.S. economy. And the owners are also losing the money, and the workers are losing their, jobs, the employments, and the whole neighborhood have been losing a space that brought people together. So I think it's affecting majorly to everybody, not differentiating, who are the immigrants, who are not the immigrants, who are illegal, who are legal. It's affecting everyone, and it's affecting very majorly. So I think that's how about the restaurants, and that's how about the community. So I think, Napasa, we are going to move ahead and we are going to understand more. But before that, friends, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Our handle is at Immigration Talk Show, and it's me, Sam, with my co-host Nipasa. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back just after a short and a quick break. Till then, post your questions or your comments on the comment section, and we will take them after a short break. Till then, keep watching Immigration Talk Show.
You know why I'm vacationing in Dubai right now? Because I stopped drowning in RFEs, intake calls, and late night filings. I used to hire freelancers who barely knew what a G28 was. Total chaos. Then I found IMMI Support, virtual immigration paralegals trained in real case prep, DocketWise, and USCIS workflows. Now my calendar's clean, my clients are happy, and my firm runs while I relax. You can hustle or you can outsource smart. I chose freedom. I chose IMMI Support.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Immigration Talk Show and our show Daily Immigration Dose. I'm Napasa. This is my co-host Sam, and today we are discussing on what's behind the LA immigration rates hitting small business hard. We have been speaking a bit about it, and we learned how a fresh produce market turned into a ghost town, and how the restaurants are closing early, the community life is disrupted. And now, coming to more points of discussion, I wanted to also talk about, Sam, the economic backbone at risk and who's
Mhm.
really affected by
Yeah.
all of this. And if we really take a step back and look at the bigger picture, California's economy is powered by immigrants. So over one third of the state's workforce is immigrant community, and 40% of its entrepreneurs are foreign born. So, yes, these are people who pay taxes, by the way, employ others, and also drive innovation. So, when immigration rates hit randomly without focusing on individuals with serious offenses, I think, yes, the entire system starts to crack, and workers disappear, businesses slow down, fear replaces productivity. That is what we are seeing. But I'm sure, our president has a bigger notion, and things are going to fall in place. It's just that it has been happening suddenly and it's getting chaotic. Most
Mhm.
businesses, most people are not being able to cope up. But yes, coming back, the Migration Policy Institute said it best, when enforcement is broad instead of targeted, the American economy suffers. And not just immigrant communities, but everyone. And I think that is what is happening, the ripple effects, like they
Mhm.
say, whether you talk about a flower shop that can't get deliveries on time, or the bakery that can't help for the morning shift as well. So the high school kid whose parent owns a food truck and now has no income to pay for books or college even. So it's like a broader story if you talk about it, and it's our neighborhood, your street, local economy, everybody in it.
Yeah.
So I think it has an effect on everyone, and also, it has an effect on the psychology as well. So on emotions as well. So Sam, if you could tell us more, how is
Mhm.
it affecting?
Sure. And I think this is a great point, Nipasa, that you have brought up about psychological toll and emotional, right? How these people are reacting and how these people are feeling. So, what happened, friends, that in recent weeks, there are many immigrant families and workers in LA who have been feeling, heavy emotional impact. And with increased immigration enforcement activities in these areas, there's also been a rise in anxiety, especially among individuals who may not have legal status. So, even though the goal of these efforts is to uphold the law and maintain national securities for many families, but it has created a climate of fear. And people are also worried about being separated from their loved ones or losing their livelihoods, and that worry can take a toll. So some individuals are also trying to stay home. So now I think, Napasa, we are seeing a very different, you know, uh, how can I say, a very different surrounding. Earlier, how people used to be very interactive, and doesn't matter how legal or illegal. But now it is like, the U.S. immigration policies are very strict, And if you have the legal rights, if you have the documents, if you have all the things that shows that yes, you are a legal citizen, then only you are allowed to stay and live in the US. So it's also the children and everybody is feeling this tension, and daily life also feels a little uncertain for many. It's also important to recognize that this emotional and psychological strain is very real and very important. People are doing their best to support their families while navigating a time of increased pressure at two. But at the same time, if we look at this situation, then this situation also highlights the resilience of communities, because many are coming together. They are helping one another through tough times, and leaders are also helping. Some local business people are also helping. So, in short, I'll say that while immigration enforcement plays a very important role in national policy, it's equally important, to be mindful of the emotional challenges that people are facing, and also equally responsible to have your documents, to follow the rules and all the immigration policies that has been, asked you to follow. And then you continue with your life. And I don't think after that, anything is going to bother you, or due to any chance you will face any hurdles in the future. So I think right now in Apasa, there are so many things that's happening in USA, and the protest is also happening. People are developing their own point of views, their own, uh, notions. So with that, I think Nirav is also here. So why don't you go ahead and take up Nirav's comment?
Sure, Sam. And Nirav is saying, marriage for a green card can land you in big trouble. Marriage based green card might seem like a straightforward path to permanent residence in the United States, but getting it wrong, especially while out of status, could land you in deportation court. If you're out of status and apply for a marriage based green card, or if you fall out of status while your case is pending a denial, could land you in deportation court, said Abhisha Parekh, a US based immigration lawyer. This is a major shift. Well, thank you so much, Neerav, for bringing out your point of view on marriage. And, if you're actually looking to marry someone for just getting a green card. So thank you for this as well. But Neerav, this is, of course, a little different from today's topic of discussion. Nevertheless, very much thankful and grateful to you for participating here on Daily Immigration Dose. If you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe now, and also share our content with your folks out there, your family and friends who could benefit most, with our content here. And check us out. We are not just here on YouTube, but also on LinkedIn, Facebook, X, and on Instagram. Stay connected with us.
That's right.
So I think, oh yes, it's just Nirav. But please feel free to join us also on call. Way to join. Our number is 425-436-6335, and the access code is 988-888. And yeah, I think today's discussion, it's been very interesting, and
Yeah.
there has also been, confusion, I think, because ICE may be pausing, in one place, but activity continues on other places. And the consistency also, fuels anxieties. Who's safe, who's not, nobody knows for sure. And I think whether you talk about emotional or literal, people are reacting to all the shutdown that's happening because information is not very clear. So I think, Sam, yes, the raids in Los Angeles have triggered, a chain of reactions of
Yeah.
fear. If you talk about it, loss of income, loss of sleep, even emotional stress, affecting not just the undocumented individuals but entire communities. So I think, yes, whether you talk about vendors, restaurants, to delivery guys or families, even, the message many are receiving is stay home, stay quiet, and stay invisible. But just for now, just for letting things settle down a little bit and to really know for sure what to do next. So, anything else you want to add, Sam?
I think you have concluded everything in this session, and I'll just say that, friends, at this time, I know you might feel to take help from the right, you need to have a right guidance, and for that, we do have. so many live webinars with experts, with immigration attorneys, and you can go ahead, join us those webinars. And we have been covering a lot of topic related to immigration only. So I think those webinars will be helpful for you. And if you're going to hit the bell icon, then definitely you will be notified when we are coming live with those very interesting and very, very insightful webinar, because experts come and they really share the cases, how they have solved, what problems they also face with different immigrant communities, and how they're going to show them the right path. So if you're also looking for that, then I think subscribing to our channel would be one of the best thing. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And from Monday to Friday, we are coming live at 4 p.m. EDT on Immigration Talk Show. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. And I think, Napasa, it's almost time. So let's take a leave. And don't forget, friends, to subscribe to our channel. Till then, thank you, everyone, for joining us. Stay tuned, stay connected, and stay informed.
Sure, everyone. And also, don't forget to write to us in case you want to get in touch with us. You can email me. My email address is nipa@staffingly.com. You can also call me or message me over WhatsApp on this number. My number is 408-335-6444. And you can also email Sam. Her email address is sam@staffingly.com. So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. Stay informed, stay safe, and let's keep the conversation going. See you again here on Immigration Talk Show. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.
You know why I'm vacationing in Dubai right now? Because I stopped drowning in RFEs, intake calls, and late night filings. I used to hire freelancers who barely knew what a G28 was. Total chaos. Then I found IMMI Support, virtual immigration paralegals trained in real case prep, DocketWise, and USCIS workflows. Now my calendar's clean, my clients are happy, and my firm runs while I relax. You can hustle or you can outsource smart. I chose freedom. I chose IMMI Support.